What up? David here from Do Good Coaching, and what I want to talk to you about today is how to be a winner, how to be a champion, and how to be a gladiator in fighting your way through life and getting what you want.
I decided to add a few other parts to today's video. So you won't be seeing the Colosseum in all of today's video. However, you will be getting some more nuanced points. So I wanted to start with how we get to the sort of mindset in terms of becoming that champion, that winner. And for me, it's essentially finding out who you are. So from an early age, we find out who we are. At a young age, we know kind of where we are in life, where we fit, our strengths and our weaknesses. And when we go for something, we know what we like and what we don't. So if there's one thing in particular we go for, and we can categorically say that's our strength, that is usually attached to our weakness. How so? Because when we go for that, we have a want, we have a desire, and that is a force that pushes us forward. However, that same force drags us back. It drags us back when we fail, when we fall. However, with that, it also pushes us forward again, because we're like, okay, I've fallen in the mud, I've hit the dirt again, but I'm going to get myself back up, I'm going to go for this again. So, at this stage, we can decide, do we want to keep taking this, take this humiliation, take this pain, take this anguish, or are we going to just get off, go for the easy life, go for the comfort zone, and try something else? This is all linked to struggling. So struggling is a real kind of overarching element of how we develop before becoming a winner. It's the struggle, it's the hard work, it's the knockbacks that help us grow. Our sort of attributes and our skills of discipline, of motivation, of desire. These all help shape who we are and how we are as champions. And obviously each person will decide how they will evolve. Essentially you can give up or you can go on. And that is the first step of making a champion. That decides who wants to rise to the top and who doesn't.
I'm not afraid.
You will be. You will be.
So I'll now take you back to Rome and we'll go to the main part.
I feel there's two approaches to becoming a winner. The first approach is the mindset, and the second approach is the hard work, the graft of completing what you want to achieve. So I feel it's really important to stress that in becoming a winner, you're not necessarily going to win all the time. You're going to take hits, you're going to take blows. But obviously, with the gladiatorial times, winning literally meant life or death. Now, life or death isn't such the same. Life or death is much wider spectrum. You know, you can fail so many more times in life before you actually succeed, and it's okay. Nobody really cares, and there's no genuine consequences of things. I know clients of mine who've failed in multiple categories, but you know what? They're actually winners because they've learned from it and they know what they want, and that's the way I view losing and winning. It's a very fine line, and it's really the mental approach. So if you plan to win, you will win if the right processes are set up and you have the right structure and network around you. So plan to win, don't plan to fail, as the saying goes. Also, with working to a skill and a craft, you will then hone it, and this will make things a lot easier. For example, I saw Rafa Nadal yesterday win the World Masters on play on his favourite surface in terms of tennis. So he was a great champion. He out, everyone kind of wrote him off, but you know, he had the mindset to fight back, and that's what a champion does. They don't write themselves off, even if other people do.
This brings me on to the last point, which is winning ugly versus winning ethically. So you may be thinking right now, why do I need a certain style to win? Surely winning is enough. Surely getting that result is enough. And while there is truth to that, I believe that you want to win to the best of your abilities, to the best you can produce. So in my view, winning ugly is essentially winning, but doing it in a way that you're not losing. It's very kind of defensive minded. It's not essentially performing to the best of your abilities. Whereas winning ethically, you're going out there, you're going out on a limb essentially, but you also consider the rules. You play within the rules of the game, you don't cheat.
Are you not entertained?
You know, people do what they have to do in terms of getting a victory in life. But, you know, if you want to be that better person, if you want to have a clear conscience in life, you know, you want to do something that's remembered for the right reasons rather than the wrong reasons. You know, a good example is Matt Damon, who I think was on a talk show, and he talked about when he won his Oscar in 1998 for Good Will Hunting, and he said he was so happy and so glad that he didn't screw anyone over in the process of making that film, and he won that at 27, which gave him a lot of gratitude, because he said if he'd been waiting and chasing that for the rest of his life, he could have became entranced and fixated on something that was a sort of intangible dream that kind of corrupts so many others. And of course, a sort of novel example is Rocky. You know, we think back to Rocky, and he maybe wasn't the most skillful of boxers, but he won our hearts through his passion, and he wouldn't cheat in the ring, he would win in the ring to the best of his abilities, and that's why we loved him. And that's really what I'm encouraging you to do today, is to be ethically and think ethically when you are trying to win, rather than sort of bending the rules, cheating, and sort of going in that low consciousness state of winning.
So, in kind of summary, the right approach is having the right mindset, the right craft. You know, you can't just say, "Oh, I'm going to be a winner," because that doesn't necessarily work. It's having the mindset and the right approach, i.e., working on your craft. If you do these both, then your odds of success will be exponentially high. Remember, there's no guarantee for success in life, but it's all about stacking the odds up. And if you stack up the odds, they will be greatly in your favour. So remember to fight for what you want in life and make it happen. If you do that, people will believe in you, and that is the Do Good way. Once again, this has been David from Do Good Coaching. Until next time.